Hello team, welcome back to the channel, and yes, finally, it has been a while. I did a video a few weeks back now of a 20,000 mile review of my Triumph Speedmaster here, Speedy, as I affectionately call her, as the regular viewers of the channel will know. But eventually, I've actually got around to taking her to getting her serviced. I'm running a little bit late. As you know, it can take a while to book your bike in to get serviced, just because the dealers get busy. And good old me, I did book it in earlier, but I forgot and I missed the date. We're here, leaving the city of Bath, the grand old city of Bath, heading for Bristol. And we're going to go to, I'm getting it serviced, my bike at Fowler's in Bristol today. It's the 20,000 mile service. So yeah, there's a few quite important things they're going to do on this service. I think it's going to be quite a pricey one. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll get her serviced. Fun part, going to have a courtesy bike for the day, which is good. I have got to go to work, but we'll get a courtesy bike. I always enjoy that, finding out what you're gonna get. Ooh, I quite enjoy that. I'm hoping it's a Tracer 9 actually, Yamaha Tracer 9. Really like those bikes. And then at the end of the video, I'll go over exactly what I've had done to the bike. If there are any faults to it, I know I need to rewire my front left indicator, so I'll get them to do that, because I'm lazy and I haven't had time to do it. And yeah, if there's anything else wrong with the bike, and we'll go over exactly the costs, how much it will cost for the 20,000 mile service for Speedy, which, gulp, big swallow, I think it's going to be quite an expensive one. Catch you in a bit when we get to Fowler's. Typical damp, mild day in the UK today. Lovely. Not sure if any of you watch the YouTube channel 44 Teeth. If you're into motorbiking, I'm sure you probably do, or you've heard of them. That's where, just behind Waitrose there, is where JHS Racing is, where 44 Teeth use for tuning their bikes, doing work on their bikes, etc. They're there the whole time. It's a bit of an interesting fact for you there. Local, southwest, just outside of Bristol. Oh yes, it's coming into Bristol. I was worried about the traffic. I need to get back to Bath to work today, but the benefits of a bike. God, nothing to worry about, is it? Utilise those bus lanes to the max, to the maximum. Oh God, imagine being in a car. It'd just be, you'd have to write off half your day just to come into town and out. Fair enough, it is rush hour at the moment. It's like 8:30, but still. To the front of the queue. Don't park in the bicycle lane. Ah, hello, Senor GS. They are nice bikes, those GS's. I know it's boring. Everyone's got one, but I think that's so cool. I would love to own one of those one day. Alongside Speedy, of course. Speedy ain't going anywhere, don't worry about that. Ah, look at that. Queue of bikes up front. Always feel a bit guilty hounding cars, but never stops me from doing it. Oh, Satnav saying I have arrived at Fowler's. Cheers, Satnav. Luckily I know where I'm going, because we are not at Fowler's yet. Coming through. Speed camera, slow down. Traffic merging. What are your views on these electric scooters, guys, for in cities? Be interested to hear. I think they're a good idea and they're fun. I'm all up for two wheels, but I think they look pretty dangerous to me. Really small two wheels. And if you've ever ridden one, if you hit a pothole or a bump on those scooters, God, you've got to really hang on to try and not come off those things. I don't know. I think they're a good idea. Keen for them, but I think they're potentially pretty dangerous. I don't know what the stats are for crashes on those things. Hit me up if you know them. I wonder if this fella's off to Fowler's as well in front. I bet he... I'm going to go with he's not, but he is heading in the direction. Okay, hello Bristol. Made it. I was going to say that's Fowler's on the left. It's not, it's Europe car. There's Fowler's. Just there on the left with the big Triumph sign on. Bristol Temple Meads just up there. Bit of a tour guide today. Let's jump into Fowler's. Drop Speedy off. I'll go over what they're going to do to the bike as like a standard for your 20-mile service, and then we'll jump on our courtesy bike and buzz back to Bath, go to work, come back, pick Speedy up. Motorbike heaven. Motorcycle parking only, let's pop her there. A smart new Kawasaki bit with a cafe. So you know what will make more sense, I've just seen service parking area. A specific bay made for today. Lovely. Okay guys, so as we are just waiting for my courtesy bike to come out of the garage here at the end, wonder what it's going to be. It's going to be a Triumph, I think. And it comes free as well. I think Triumph like cover that cost, the courtesy bike, if you're a Triumph customer, which is nice. So for the 20,000 mile service, it's everything the same as the 10,000 miles. So pretty basics, quite a lot of basics, but you're getting some extras. So we're doing a valve clearance check and adjustment on the bike, and also the camshaft timing they're going to take a look at. Going to get some new spark plugs, a new fuel filter as well. But I think the main cost is going to go into the valve adjustments, so we'll see how much that costs really. A little bit done Speedy, going to get her in top condition after 20,000 miles, and I would like to do another tour in the spring, so we shall see once the spring rolls around. But yeah, let's jump on this courtesy bike, see what we got, and go and have some fun with that. I've got to get back to Bath, I've got to go to work, I'm going to be late. And here she is, nice Tiger Sport 660. In dark blue. Pretty pleased with that. Should be fun for the day. Beautiful bike this, such an awesome engine. Alright, let me sort my GoPro out, I'll catch up in a sec. Get those mirrors right. Cheers mate. Off we go. Tiger 660. Oh, fun. Gotta love a courtesy bike, especially when you don't have to pay for it. Oh, right, I'm gonna go fuel up because he handed it over and said, here you go, there's pretty much zero fuel in it, so you'll need to fuel it up. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. You can't complain too much, can you? Free bike for the day or potentially 2 days. God, this is such a peach of a bike, this Tiger 660. So smooth. None of that T-plane crank triple stuff. Beautiful. A fuely, fuely, fuel. Oh, yeah. Great size bike, these Tigers as well actually. You've still got that higher up riding, commanding position, but it's not too big as well. Like I rode the Tiger 1200 Rally Pro the other day, and that is such a big bike. You jump on one of these, it's such a lovely manageable size. God, this is a slow pump. Come on! £5.41. Perfect. Just what we need. Strong brakes on these Tigers as well. Feeling a bit loopy headed this morning. I got up extra early to come and get here, so I'm not used to being up so early. It spun me out a bit. Jesus, those buildings were not there a couple of months ago. But seriously, they have chucked those up. Oh, let's get the heck out of Bristol. It's carnage. Jeez, look at this. So pleased I'm on a bike. Ridiculous. This bike, the Tiger's so well balanced. It handles so well. It feels really planted. Going on a bit of filtering skills needed here. God, imagine doing this every morning in traffic. This is why I do not like living in a busy city. However, this Tiger would be a great bike for it. So I don't know if you can see it, but you've got Harley Davidson Ducati dealership over there. I think, yeah, Riders of Bristol. They do Harley and Ducati here. Very cool. If you fancy one of those motorbikes. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I would really like to get another tour in come spring, depending on what's going on in the rest of my life. That would be really, really ideal. It's about time. I haven't done one for a long time. Been test riding a lot of bikes. I think a tour is well in need. Get that tent on the bike. I'm thinking possibly Scotland, North Coast 500. If anyone else got any Rex recommendations, then please do let me know. I'll be open to that. But yeah, Speedy will be fresh back from the doctors, ready for a trip. So yeah, might make the most of that. And open her up. Be so nice, this bike with a quick shifter, really would, with that smooth engine. Oh, please Triumph, please build a 1200 version of a Tiger Sport. Is that right? Did I say that right? Yeah. Tiger Sport 1200 without the T-plane crank, just a traditional Triumph creamy smooth triple. Oh, I would be very interested in that bike, and I think a lot of people would. Woo! Screamer! A lot of wind coming off that screen actually. Jeez, that's in its highest setting as well. Alright guys, I'm going to stop yapping away. Hopefully I'm waiting for a call. Fowlers are going to call when my bike's ready. Hopefully it'll be at the end of today, so I shall see you this afternoon. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned, we'll go over those costs of and the service for Speedy. Ta-da! Speedy! We got her back. Look at her. Oh, I'm always pleased when I get her back. She just warms the heart. Love the look of my Speedy. I've dropped the courtesy bike there, the Tiger back over there. That was great fun. However, very pleased to have my own bike back. Gonna ride her home now. Oh, need to fuel up. Nightmare. This has been a big service, guys. 20,000 miles. Like I say, a lot of work done to it, and some important work. Just going to go home now, and I shall go over and reveal everything that's been done to the bike, along with the exact costs as well. And I can say I'm still sort of recovering from the shock of the price. Cheers, Fowlers. But yeah, we'll go over the exact costs. But I must say one thing before we get onto the costs, which is very nice of them. When I went in, they were really good actually, really helpful and professional, and there's a massive company there. It's really busy today, but they're still very personable and really willing to help, so thank you, Fowlers, that is good. But the guy who did the handover was saying it was actually his brother who worked on Speedy, and they noticed I've got the Vance and Hines pipes on, so he remapped the bike for me to suit the pipes better, so Speedy should be running a bit smoother, which is very nice to hear. But there are also a few other things that I've had done to the bike, which we'll go over in a second. I need to get some fuel, get home, because I have some other arrangements this afternoon which I need to make it to. Go on Bath Rugby. Woo! Right, catch you in a bit. Good God, look at all of this traffic. Right, so obviously still riding in the city, but I can almost definitely feel the difference with the remap. Feels so much better. So if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you will have seen I've done a review on the bobber, and I was like, oh, it just feels so much nicer, slightly peppier tuned compared to my Speedmaster. My bike has definitely been lacking because of that, not having a map because of the exhaust. 100%. Looking forward to opening it up more, but yeah, it feels much smoother, much more tractable, not running as lean. So I used to have to give it a little bit of throttle when pulling off, not to stall, but it's much smoother now. Honestly, that's made a hell of a difference. Quite pleased about that. Okay guys, so apologies, I feel like this has been a bit of a long video. Many thanks for sticking to the end of the video if you have. Let's reveal the costs of the service. Ooh. It's a bit of a stinger, but to be fair, cool, my voice is echoing in this. Got a beautiful old castle behind me. But it's a 20,000 miles service, so I was expecting it to be expensive. So what I've had done, I've had the oil and filter replaced, brake pads replaced, new air filter, adjusted valve clearances, updated ECU, which I may do another video on this. It's made a great difference with this Vance and Hines exhaust. It just feels fantastic. For another video, lubricated pivot points and moving parts. They've done a free health check of the bike. Extras, I've had the front brake pads changed, new oil, and something DV service kit. Not 100% sure what that. That was for the new air filters. Actually, the service kit included in that, I believe. Anyway, let's get straight to the point. What's the overall cost? The big reveal. The overall cost for my 20,000 mile service on my Triumph Speedmaster, £985. Ooh, It's a pricey one. I think I've interrupted a bit of a wedding party actually here. This is a wedding venue behind me, castle, it's beautiful. Anyway, yeah, £985, so a bit of a pricey one. The bank did feel that, but I was expecting it. As you know, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, I've done a lot of miles on Speedy here in just over the last year, travelling all over the place, which has been fantastic, and it's worth every single penny. And I feel like, big shout out to Fowler's, and really pleased I got this service done, because honestly, the bike feels brand new. She's got a fresh set of boots on, so to speak. Yeah, feeling really good. So they may do a whole separate video on that, and the remap is just fantastic. As you can see, the weather's coming out, feeling good today. Massive shout out to mental health awareness and motorbiking and promoting motorbiking to help your overall well-being. We're coming into spring now, so get your bikes out, get your boots on, start riding and enjoy the ride. Many thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao bella.